Yo, welcome back to another episode of On the Spot Sports. I'm Jack, and today's episode we're joined by a very special guest, Deseronto Bulldogs goaltender in the Northern Premier Hockey League, Corey Kuypers. It's also formerly known as Eastern Ontario Super Hockey League, but he spent the last four seasons in Deseronto with the Bulldogs in the EOSHL, now the NPHL, and he's going into his fifth year there. And before that, he spent his junior hockey days in the PJCHL with the Port Perry Mojacks, and before that, he spent time in Double A, as well as playing high school hockey as well in Canada and Whitby there, right?
Yeah, I played. That was before that, at least prospects. They don't post up. Before that, I played Whitby Triple A, and then I played Double A in midget with high school hockey as well, which isn't that serious. But yeah, Whitby my whole life, and then to Fort Perry.
Sweet. So, I'm really excited to get you on. So, welcome to the show, Corey Kuypers. How are you
Yeah,
doing?
thank you, brother. Good. How are you guys? Excited to be here.
I'm yeah, I'm doing good. It's just glad we're able to get this episode going. Like I know it's been a work in progress for a while, so
Yeah.
I'm super excited to get you on and just talk your career through juniors through senior so far and what it was like growing up in Whitby as well.
Yeah, Whitby was obviously kind of a hotbed for hockey and minor hockey. Always been pretty good development there. I love playing Whitby. I actually give back now. I'm actually coaching a U11 Whitby team, Triple A, assistant coach there, and I do all the goalie development for Whitby minor, all the rep teams, so I see every team. So again, I love Whitby. It's where my home is. Really thankful that I got to play there all those years, and then grateful for opportunity to go to Port Perry after 2 years of midget. Went into there as a rookie. I can't say enough good things about Port Perry. Never had so much fun playing hockey. The guys there still play mentally with them every week. Built great friendships that will last a lifetime, and just a fun place to play, good environment, and good hockey. While I can still go to school, I studied sports management, so it's good to balance both of those and stay at home. And then, unfortunately, we lost our overage year. We lost our overage year to COVID, and there was actually a vote on if they're going to let our overagers, so junior C, you're allowed one extra year
Yeah.
compared to junior A. And obviously, your overage year, it's always something to look forward to. Like my first year, Deseronto player, shout out to Graham Lamers. I'll forget last game, he was a 5 year junior C player. I'll never forget this in Lakefield. He played his last game. That guy was our captain, wore that jersey on his chest and on his heart. And he was bawling, crying after his last game. But he took it in his last game playing junior. And I'll never forget like watching him, like how upset it was, how much that how hard that hit me. And from that moment on, I looked forward to that. As weird as it sounds, I looked forward to like playing your last game. At that point, there was really not as big of a senior league out here. A lot of guys that was there basically at the end of the line there. So watching him, like how much that meant to him, really made me look forward to it and look forward to have that moment for myself because how much hockey means to me.
Yeah.
And so COVID obviously happened, and my overage year got canceled because of COVID. So at this point, the league had a vote if they're going to allow players to play their overage year once the league return, and the league voted in favor. So we were so excited on cloud nine that we get to play a year whenever it comes back. So then our team started to build around it. We got a good core. Or Thornton was one of the
Yeah.
overagers. We
Yeah.
had four of them.
Authority.
So we
Authority.
built our team. It was going to be Authority, sick player. It's going to have and Hockey Canada said in that as soon as they finally like it's like July I think for the season went to kind of write that down and submit that everything. Hockey Canada came in to the last minute said no, you're not doing that. After they said they didn't want to be a part of it, actually started EOSHL players. So we created a whole Instagram. We made a petition. We got
Yeah.
over like
Yeah.
5,000 views or 5,000 signs. Made a big petition, a big account. Made a big video for Hockey Canada. All the Rangers went against them and saying like we lost our overage year. That means a lot. When we played our last junior game, like a junior player understands how much that means. Like you
Yeah.
lost your last game, play your last game without even knowing it.
Yeah.
You didn't like I did play my last junior game. Like I didn't like overage year means a lot. I take it all in, so that was upsetting. So we did the line, everything, but field didn't work. And then I was basically sitting at home during COVID and had 6 months off of hockey. It's probably the most I've been off skates since I was like 4.
Yeah, it's
And
a long
then
time.
I started training again. Yeah. And then I actually had a connection to go to Europe. My dad didn't happen, obviously, but my dad's cousin is the president of Hockey Netherlands. So in the process of going to team, blah, blah, long story short, import spots, and I could have got my dual citizenship to play with the team that I wanted to. Then that fell through because my dad didn't renew his, long story. And then and I'm so thankful for it. Yeah, long, good road, but signed with Deseronto at the deadline. Yeah, then the deadline Deseronto, I signed there. I wasn't sure what's gonna happen. I knew one guy in the team, two guys actually, and then played a lot of guys, played against me in junior and stuff that didn't really know anybody. And then next year, and just it's been a ride since then. I have so many buddies there now. Like I can't leave it. Deseronto is a great place to play, and Lane and Puncher there, our owner there, put a good group together. And it's a family now, and it's exciting. We're excited for this year. We got good additions and good returning guys, and got a good group. So it's been a good year.
Yeah, that's huge, and especially everything that's led up to this season coming up, like obviously with like the not having like your overage year and stuff like that, like it like obviously like you said, like you look forward to that last junior game and like you get that cut out and like you don't realize that you play your last junior hockey game before that happened. So like but like at least you get to still play
Yeah, like
at like a very competitive level too in the NPHL.
that's the thing. It's like when at that point I wasn't really sure what was next. Got to junior C, like you don't have many options. Like,
Yeah.
and I wasn't really thinking about post junior C yet because I thought I was gonna have one more year. So, and it was COVID too, which made things even harder. So I always envisioned that I didn't really. That's my age year. The NPHL, EOSHL wasn't really a big known thing. I didn't really know much about it. It was smaller back then, and it's kind of far away. And I didn't really know much about it. There's always the Whitby Dunlops, but that shut down before COVID as well, which they played in the Allen Cup League.
Yeah.
They shut down as well. So I didn't really have any plans. Didn't know where I was going to go because I was also a year away from thinking about that. So I didn't know. I've always kind of thought I'd just be done playing, just play men's league. That's what kind of all the older guys that played with just did. So that's like there's always junior C, and that's kind of it in this area. And so that's and then I didn't know what to do. So, and then so that's what hurt me so much when I got told. I got the phone that we can't play our last years. Like I'm done playing like serious hockey now.
Yeah.
It's just like it just hit me like I was mentally it still hurts like I was mentally like it hurt me because my whole life's hockey. So
Yeah,
hearing that like
it's all you know at that point.
oh I dropped like I was like nobody could talk to me for months like I was just a snap
Yeah.
like I was like didn't know and then it was just back to the drawing board like okay now like I can't stop playing hockey like, I can't just not play like I got to figure out something and then just came out my one buddy signed there and then Greg Armberg and then my other buddy there was Ryan and then got there so thankful that I got this opportunity to play and then even since then this league is like it's good then but it's gotten difference the job that they've done in this league like Josh Rowlands the new owner of it now like and the other guy I forget his name right now but what they've done the past year of this league and take it to the next level is absolutely remarkable. It's insane. So the growth in this league, I'm excited for the future of the league. Yeah, and just there's changes. Like they're doing such good things. Josh Rowlands and just excited and thankful for the opportunity to play in this league. Like, it's a great league for guys who just want to play competitive hockey, have a full time job,
Yeah.
raise a family. It's not much commitment, but it's still better hockey and it's just fun. And I'm thankful for it.
Yeah, like like you've played in the league for the past 4 years, going to be 5 years now. So like what have you noticed about like the competition? Like obviously it's got a lot better and everything like that. Like what have you noticed throughout the years your first time in the league?
Um, just the quality of players coming in. Like see now, like all these teams are signing like Like you see like couple teams have like a lot of teams actually at least have like one NHL like
Yeah.
played in the NHL at one point. Like maybe not such a big name, but still like there's a lot of there's the AHL guys. Just a cup of coffee in the AHL. There's a lot of ECHL guys. Like a lot of them. Like we have quite a few on Deseronto now. It's just like when I started on my team, there was none of that. I'm not to say those guys are, but like just the league and every team is kind of adapting that level too. Where it's just like the league just getting more of a name and they're growing. We're just getting more respect, and all these players realize that like, it's a good opportunity to have a full time job, raise their family back home, still play good hockey. There's not much of a commitment as pro league in the States per se. But yeah,
Yeah.
the quality of play, even just like the refs and like the way the league's run and all the games, and it's ramped up in the last like night and day difference from the last 4 years. And I'm sure anybody that's been in the league that long can play the exact same thing. It's way different. The competition, it's right there. Like, not even comparable.
Yeah. Because I remember playing like my first couple games in the league and like I didn't know what to expect or anything like that. Like I was in Watertown like as a third string and wasn't getting game time, so I was like, I'm gonna go over to the EO and get games there and play in Gananoque. And I just remembered right from the start we had guys from the ECHL, guys that played in the American League as well. And like the game is a lot quicker than you would think. So it was a little bit to get used to, but like once you get used to it, like you're just out there having fun with the guys, and you learn as well throughout with guys that played 10 plus years in the coast, the American League. So it's a cool league to be a part of and just have that competition still.
Yeah, like it's cool. You meet definitely funny characters too along the way. Like a lot of cool
Oh yeah.
stories. And it's like, yeah, it's a cool league. It's something I'm thankful for. And yeah, the competition. Some of the guys that get this is probably like the highest level hockey I would say. Honestly, I played kind of from
Yeah.
junior C, and it's like it's got to adapt and you got to keep up with it. So yeah, so it's exciting, it's fun, and look forward to every game. And thankful for every game that I get to play.
Yeah, exactly. But like going into like your first year in Deseronto, you played two games when you went in back in when you found the team and when you signed with the team from the deadline. Like what were those first two games like for you and just getting that experience under your belt in
Um,
the EO?
so I played first game in Frontenac. Was driving in. I was like, where am I going right now? I'm in the middle of nowhere. What am I getting into? It's like, here we go. And the game, I think we won. Good experience was, I had no idea what it was like. Never played these guys before. I didn't know anybody. Didn't really talk to anybody much for the game. Kind of suit up and played and went well. I think we won like 11-4 or something like that. So a big high scoring game. I was just like, what is this league? I wasn't really sure about it. And it was like, it's kind of a weird game. It's like, but I liked it. I had fun. A lot of the guys are good. And then the next game I played against Cornwall Prowlers. I don't even think they have a team anymore. No, they don't. Cornwall and went to that rink and competition was a little better. So I didn't expect it at all. We didn't have a big line for our bus trip, and they I was shell shocked. Like they walked all over us, and it was just a big. It was like, oh, okay. There's actually like this is legit. Okay, they're big guys. It was fast, so it was like didn't expect that. So that one kind of hit me. Like how can I excited for the next what can it be? Trying to get better and better each year.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's just getting better each year. No matter like how the year went before, like you're just getting better and better, and like obviously with the competition, it's getting better. So you're gonna get better with it.
Yep.
Yeah, you just gotta adapt to it.
Yeah, like I didn't. It hasn't always been good in Deseronto. Like I mean, it's all been good, but for my sake, like I had one bad year, had a bad start to the year. Um, had a bad game, season opener, got pulled, and obviously in this league you play once a week. So as a goalie, like, it's hard. Like there's only 20 games, and some
Yeah,
teams have 2, 3 goalies. So like you gotta take, you gotta make sure every game you're on, like, you're performing. Like if you have one bad game that could put you out of the starting role for the next 3-4 games
Yeah.
because every game means so much. And you think that you could get out of the starting, you get out of that crease for 4 games. That means you're not getting in a game for 4 weeks.
Yeah.
As a goalie, you got to have your reps in. That's like it's tough to come back. And you play men's league skate all you want, but men's league skating, training with guys, nowhere near a full 60-minute game, a full workload. So I got off to a bad start. Got sidelined for a lack of play. Not last season, the season before this. Didn't play much. I think I played 4 games maybe out of 20. Or the year before, I think I played 12.
Yeah.
And because I lack of play, and then I couldn't. It was more of a mental thing that year I had to deal with where I had that bad start, and then it was in my head. I didn't play a bit, then trying to get back into it. Then the games you did get back into, you're in your head because you're thinking, "Oh, I've got my touches in." So I again shouldn't have let that happen. The mental side of that gets me, but it did, and I couldn't get back up to where I wanted to be. And the game that did get put in, I couldn't. There's too much in my head that I didn't play. Like was fighting it, and basically had a bad year. And then that year, and Bailey Miracle, our other goalie, was playing great. He won us a lot of games, so all respect. Like give him the crease. He's hot. Like go with a hot hand. And as that role too, you gotta kind of sit there. I still showed up every game, backed up, driving an hour halfway. Just that you just gotta accept it and be a good teammate. As hard as it is, and how competitive goalie is, but about being a team player and still being there and still showing up like 5 weeks in a row, just sit on the bench. But it all will pay off at the end, and it's always light at the end of the tunnel. But at that year, again, so we had the playoffs, and playoffs are back-to-back games, and you back-to-back. Our team likes to play one goalie and then play the next. They want to start one goalie unless they absolutely need to. So in playoffs, we won the first game. Second game, Smith Falls. First shot was a breakaway. Apparently, like it was, I wouldn't even take credit for all my fault, but yeah, we lost. I got let in 5 the first, so I got pulled. So then we lost that game. Next game, Bailey goes in. He wins, and then we're back at how'd it go? Or no, sorry. He went in. He didn't win. So he went in, and the third period, we're down 2-1. Huge factory in Deseronto. Great fans. Shout out to our fans. Factory in Deseronto. I'm on the bench. I had a bad game the day before after a terrible season. And then Bailey got hurt 10 minutes left in the third in a 2-1 game in playoffs. Yeah. And there I am, cold, shaking, like just having the worst game of my life.
Yeah.
Saying, oh God, now I gotta turn it on. I guess it's like on home ice. This is like I gotta go in here, a 2-1 game and the big playoff game, game 3. And I go at the stretch and I'm hearing it from the Smith Falls bench. Just jerked me about last game. Oh, this guy again, we go. Oh, I was hearing it. And I'm like, oh, here we go. I'm just have my head turned, not engaging in it, go in the net, and we actually tie it up. I think I didn't let it go in. I was nervous, but dialed it in, kept us in it, but we ended up losing in OT. But then the next game, we went to Smith Falls, bus trip the next day, and I had to play that game. I started it, had an e-bug. Started that game, started off hot, I had my confidence. That game built my confidence back up that I didn't have all year. So a lot of mental thing, which I hate that I let affect me all year, but I got it back that game, set up my head. Next game, going into their town, we had to win, move on, do or die in the arena. Had an e-bug, nothing on my head, beard set, new roll, and we ended up winning. And we had a power play. There, Smith Falls dumped it in. We had a power. We're up by 2, like a minute and a half left. And I actually tried to score a goal. I missed the net by like a foot in a playoff game. So I actually missed, which is kind of frustrating, but that would be cool. Yeah, so then after that, we won that game. And then brought it back home for the next game. And we lost in overtime. But just
Right.
that experience alone and getting to play those games and got my confidence back up. Unfortunately, Bailey got hurt. Is you never want to see a teammate go down,
Yeah.
but you never want to see that no matter what. And unfortunately, end his career, which I feel bad for him. I would don't know what I would do if I had an injury that did happen. That did that to me. So I love the guy, but the next year, going that year, I knew I had to start with a better start. I would come off like a way better start than last year. In my head, I was thinking about what happened last year. I was like, if I start off the year bad again, I'm gonna go down that hill.
Yeah.
Just the mental control. So again, I forget what game it was, but off to a hot start, and then got the call to be in the EOSHL All Star game, which was kind of surreal for me. Like a complete 360 from playing 4 games the year before versus like when I heard they're on the All Star game, I'm like, oh, there's like, I'm like, that's cool. Like, there's no chance. So when I got the call, I was shocked. Like, I had no idea. I did not expect it. But
Yeah.
that gave me confidence. Like, okay, like you are, like you're good. Like, play with confidence. Come to the rink with confidence. Know you're gonna make that save. Don't be in your head. Like, so then that kind of like, that felt good and like just complete 360. It kind of I went through a lot with that last year. Like, I kind of hated hockey because of what I was going through. Like going through a lot. I hated hockey, so like it meant more. It's just again, it's just an All-Star game in a senior league, but it was deeper than that in the way mental side for how much I love hockey. And I hated the year before, and then the quick turnaround to that, which just. But it comes with having a good team and a solid team. So, and then, like I said before, it's easy to be a good goalie in a good team. Like
Yeah.
when you have a good team in front of you, they make you look good. So, big shout out to them. Their team is very deep. We got a lot of guys in that battle every night. But and then leading off that, my confidence just grows up. Like not being cocky, just like as a goalie, you gotta have confidence, swagger. Like if you don't have confidence, like in a short memory, you won't be successful. So then continue to roll. I got my games in, and then got the call after the season about being the goalie of the year. That was like I did not expect that at all. I don't know who picked that either. But anyway, but like that just made me like so excited. Like I was so grateful for that. Like such a feel good moment and feel really good even for my family because like they saw like I went through a lot of mental side of things. Like, there's a big mental side of the
Yeah.
game that people don't see. Like when hockey means as much as it does to me. Like when you're not playing good and then you're not playing and you're on the bench for 5 weeks. Like that's in your head.
Yeah.
Like you don't just go to the rink and like be happy that you're sitting on the bench for 5 weeks in a row.
No.
And not play, and not you want to contribute. Anybody as an athlete wants to contribute. So like after that year, what I went through mentally at home, like wasn't myself. Like again, and it just didn't help me. I couldn't snap out of it. And then coming into this season, getting what I did and being honored with the award that I got is like my whole mental side for myself, my own personal life changed because like complete 360, complete difference. Like it's just complete turnaround, and I put the work in, and and I'm looking forward to this year to build off that. And owner, GM, Landon Punchard, and our coaches that put in the work and made more additions to our team and added a lot of key players. It's only going to make my job even easier. So excited for
Yeah.
this year, and I can't wait to get things going tomorrow with our preseason game.
Yeah, that's huge, especially to have such a I want to say like bad experience, but like it was also a good experience to go through that just because
Yeah,
it was so
like it's
mentally
a big turning
challenging.
point. Yeah, like it's a big turning point for me. Like I know a lot of people know this, but I'll say it here. Like a couple people do. Like I actually, which I'm not proud to say, like I actually quit. Just not because I was pissed I wasn't starting, just because it was so mentally like destructive on me, and like it was like I was
Yeah.
like I quit. I don't like I was just a rash decision moment, and I obviously got convinced not to do it, and I stuck around. And am I ever thankful that I got convinced not to do it? And what I did actually when I quit was I have a goalies coach, two brothers actually, Frank Canadian, They're Vaughan. I went to them since novice up until junior, and I stopped going to them like halfway through junior. But those two brothers, like David and Mark Franco, are like they're always like I went to them 4 weeks a year. I actually worked at their goalie camps for a bit when I was in high school, and I called him. I haven't even talked to him for like a year, probably. I didn't even
Yeah.
talk to him for a year. I texted him, "Hey, Mark. Hey, Dave. So what's going on?" He knew, or like my whole story of hockey. Like he saw, and he knew more than anybody how much I loved it because he saw me train all the time. And I called him, and I was talking for a year, and he willingly answered the phone, talked me for an hour and a half, and basically told me I'm stupid and that like I cannot quit, and basically just talked to me, and I was crying him on the phone, and basically he, uh, like, his skates are pretty expensive, like $180 per session. He offered me to go out on him first skate and to learn to love the game again. At this point, I was down and out, and I went there, and that's where my true love came for the game too. Training with him, I had never had more fun. Like it's hard training, but like I loved every second being there, and he knew
Yeah.
that. So he brought me back on the ice, and it was all just good training, but like getting finding some details in my game. But just that one skate made me like smile at hockey again, and it made me happy, and like that's what like brought me back, and like because I called him because I quit, but I knew I didn't want to quit. Like I did, but like I knew I just needed something to snap out of it, and I knew I didn't want to quit, and I knew that inside of me. I just needed something, so I went there, and that completely changed it for me and turned it around. And shout out to those guys. If you ever need boy training in Toronto, Frank Canadian Boys School, they're the best guys around. But yeah, really thankful that phone call and that skate session brought a lot out of me, and so thank God I'm very happy that I didn't quit because now like look things turned around completely. So
Yeah.
again, like for any young goalie out there, like if you're having a bad year, like a bad game, you gotta have a short memory. That's why like I coach goalie Mountain Goalie Academy, like always some short memory. Like you gotta think about the next game, the next save. Like you can't let the one thing bug you. So if you keep thinking about that, you're not gonna be thinking about that next game. You're thinking of the past. Goalie, the main biggest thing is goalie, the short memory to move on. So and move on from that save that you might have let in or bad save and fix that mistake. And you think about it for a second, but staying level headed can never show any frustration.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all about like how your body language and everything through like when you do give up a bad goal, like
Yeah,
don't get frustrated, don't slam your stick. Like you
yeah.
see a lot of like kids like start slamming their
I
sticks and stuff. Just don't do that and just
I'll do.
let like one shot, one save. Next save's yours.
Yeah, I literally had a private session with a minor hockey goalie the other day. And he has a tendency to hit his head of his stick, and now it's bothering you. It's all you're thinking about.
Yeah.
Didn't even practice. It doesn't matter. It's where you're here to learn. But yeah, just like biggest thing is like get that routine. And you let it go, and yeah, it sucks. But you never slam your stick. Never show frustration or yell. Especially never yell at your own team.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing you can do as a goalie. Is yell at your own team and you let it go. But yeah, big, that's the biggest thing I'm preaching a lot of my young boys. Just a short memory. Better forget about that save and think of the next one.
Yeah, exactly. It's all you can do, and like you've learned, and it's good to have like a coach like you where you've been through like the tough side where you had a bad year, and then you come back and have a strong year, win goaltender of the year in the West and the EO, and now like you can relay
Yeah,
that information to your goalies as well that you're coaching. So just have that experience and everything built up, like obviously goaltending is a super one of the toughest position all of sports in my opinion,
yeah,
and like I'm sure your opinion too, and
sure.
like just it is such a
Yeah.
mental game, but and once you get in your
Yeah,
head your game's done.
not even the game. Like the gameplay is tough enough, but the mental side of things, only the goalie understand. The mental side of the goalie, like it's almost bigger than the gameplay. Like it's the big side of it, where it's really like a you got to be a little different to be a goalie. Which a lot of people don't
Yeah,
can say.
yeah, that's one way to put it. But like what did you learn mentally, like do you have any things that you say like in your head like when you're like in games, like to boost that confidence spark in you and just be like, oh, like get that swagger in you?
Um, no, not really. Like I do being perfect. Sometimes I'll find myself, and then I kind of became more accustomed to it now. I'll find myself guessing myself on a shot. Like the shot comes, and see a guy coming down the wing. The odd time, like it's a mental thing too. It's like I'll see in my head, I'll be like, almost feel like I almost like know I'm not gonna stop it. Like
Yeah,
if this like this is going in, like I'm thinking it already. Then whenever I feel that happen, now I just like snap out of it, and it's just a mental thoughts like in my head. I kind of weird, like sour, just like saying like I got this, like versus just a mental thing, and then there you're already down out. You're already thinking it's going in. Now you're not even thinking about making the save.
yeah,
So then, yeah, it's like then snap out of it. I just have confidence and have trust in yourself and trust your abilities and your size and positioning and stuff, and then just have that mentality you're gonna make that save and that you're gonna be successful. Other than that, no, I just have nothing really in game other than I have a lot of superstitions that I do, but other than that, nothing really. Just gotta I try to play like I taught this again. Another thing actually, since I was a kid, my coach and novice told the whole team actually to play it 0-0. So if you're up 3-0, thing I got taught in novice just play it 0-0. Just never to be too high, never too low. So just never be like if you're up 3-0. Oh, I can suck off a bit. Like, or if you're down, it's like oh whatever, we're already up. Like down 3-0. It's like oh, can't be pissed off and off your game. Just always play it 0-0, and everything counts. Which is good kind of thing I got taught as a kid was just never think that you're good and safe because you're up 4-0. Those things can change very quickly. So just always play like it's 0-0 and practice perfect. And then another thing too is a good line quote. My goalie coach always asked me, and Dave Mark Franco, if practice makes perfect. And all the kids would always say, yeah. He always said is no, perfect practice or perfect practice makes perfect.
yeah,
Which is something I always gotta live by too. It's like all my goalies ask. And everyone always says, yeah, practice makes perfect, but it doesn't. You can practice, be lazy, slack off all you want. That's not gonna make you any better.
no,
You can just go through motions if you want, not care to get better, and not gonna improve. So every rep you take, everything you know it's tough, but you gotta take advantage of every ice time that you got, every minute all counts.
yeah, exactly. And like that's like every rep matters. Like if you want to get better, like every and you think about like what like how the season's going to turn out. Like every rep that you do in the off season, every rep you do on the ice, it
Yeah,
matters. Like you're gonna like you want to get 1% better every day. Like do something. Like you might not have the best day every single day when you're training, but if you're at least focusing on something to improve, you're at least getting better at something instead of like just going through the motions and getting nothing done.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it's also a good point for the 0-0, like because like if you're up 3-0, 4-0, like you never know. Goals happen quickly, and next thing you know, it's tied 4-4, and you could lose that game. But if you keep it 0-0, like every shot matters after that. If you have that mindset, like obviously every shot does matter no matter what. But like once you have that
Yeah, it's a good
simplify it
mindset.
down, it's a good mindset to have, and just to have you stay focused the entire 60 minutes.
Yeah, and just not get down on yourself thinking that the game's over just because you're down by three. So, but yeah,
Yeah, anything can change at any point in the game. We all know that.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but like obviously you've had like your struggles, you've had your highs, you've had your lows throughout the course of your career. Like what what means the most to you about playing the game of hockey, and like what matters to you about playing the game?
Um, good question. I don't even honestly just I just like go to the rink and just like it's just a place where nothing else matters. Like once you go to that
Yeah,
rink, especially on like a game, like every time you walk in that rink, nothing else matters but hockey. It's like it's kind of like a just an escape. Like you don't have to worry about anything else when you're on the ice. Just you can, anything else going on in your life, you can just kind of let it all go. Like it doesn't matter at that time. You're there. If you're at a 60-minute practice, you're there for 60 minutes. You're there for that game. You're there. There's nothing else that you have to do. You're stuck. You can't leave. leave everything at the door when you walk in. So just and you're on the guys too, just on the friendships and just the life lessons you learn. I think you learn a lot in hockey, just in terms of being a team and just a lot of life lessons you learn of leadership and a lot of good key qualities that you learn through playing in sports in general, but hockey as well, and just mental toughness and yeah,
Yeah,
just
that's huge. Yeah,
yeah, it's
that's
just game of hockey kind of it shapes you the person, especially when you devote that much of your life to it. So just thankful for yeah, basically just a good escape and just the love of the game. Just some if you have it, you have it. And I don't know.
yeah.
Some people coming crazy for driving an hour and a half out to play a game, but I wouldn't give anything up.
Hey, you love it. You love it. You're gonna keep doing it for as long as you can. Gotta love
Exactly. Yeah.
it.
So I'm not good enough.
Exactly. But like yeah, like it's like you meet so many great people. Like we were talking yesterday, it's such a small world. Like you obviously know Thorts and then Kane Edwards, you played against him too, and he's a buddy of
Yeah.
mine. They're both buddies, so like we both know them and it's such a small world and the
Yeah. Like
friendships and you meet like they're gonna last forever.
yeah, you'll be like some guys like it was the friendship. Like once you play together, like you got that friendship forever.
Yeah.
Like you'll see a guy. Like, you only played one game with him in junior. Sticks or whatever. You might only play like one game with him in junior or something, but like you see him out, you have that connection. It's just like fuck, you just you create some of your best friends and like and memories that will stick. Memories that will last a lifetime. Like, we still have stories from junior that we'll talk about all the time. That things you'll just never forget. Good, a lot of life lessons and stories to remember. So
Yeah,
that's pretty
exactly.
much it.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, that's awesome. And like, it's like how would you describe like your goaltending style? Like how you play the game? Like how do you describe your goaltending style?
I mean, I don't want to. I've been told this. I don't want to say it because I would never compare myself to him because he's such a good goalie. But a lot of people tell me my style play is like Fleury, but that's also which makes sense because people have told me my style play is like Fleury that don't even know that he's like my childhood idol. Like I
Yeah,
grew up watching all of his tribute videos for every game. I met him. I have every single one of his signed jerseys, everything. I grew up watching every single video of him. Like basically, he's my biggest idol, like role model. So good down low, good edges, and then puck playing. I guess would be the thing.
yeah. That's also an important aspect is puck handling too. Do you teach your goalies puck handling because it is such an important skill to have? Like obviously it
Yeah,
depends on age
I
too.
agree. Yeah, depends on age, but I was doing it actually with my U10 or U11 goalies, uh, starting to show them how to do it.
Yeah, such an underage skill to
Yeah,
have because like it'll
just applying.
separate you from everyone else.
Yeah, it makes a big difference, and like changes like the style of like play. Like our team plays almost like they know them in the net. They know they can stretch and go to the blue, and I'll hit them with a pass. Like you
Yeah,
can ask Thorts. I in my last year junior, I got like 10 assists off Thorts. Not like 10. I was like I was in the middle of the pack, and my team more points than like 8 guys for my team. So sorry, boys, but because of Thorts, because Thorts, as you know, would be floating, and I
yeah.
always find Thorts with the pass, and he'd always score. I had, I think, 12 assists my last year of junior
Wow.
because of Thorts and Owen Hurtubise. But yeah, that's always been
I,
an ability
Probably
that
a
helps
goalie
your team
record.
out. It's like having six back there. You
Yeah,
do?
that's awesome. You probably have
Sorry?
the goalie record with 12 points.
2 points in the one player got all year.
But to wrap this episode up, like what like obviously we talked about a lot of advice to younger goalies. Like what's another piece of advice that we haven't talked about that to help the goalie reach the next level, whether it be juniors to college, college to pro, college to senior, junior to senior, like whatever that level may be.
Honestly, just like I said before, just practice. Perfect practice makes perfect. There's a big thing. It's like a lot of goalies, young goalies I see, they take some reps off in practice and not maybe try. They don't realize they're only cheating themselves. They're not cheating anybody else. It doesn't like you slacking off in a practice or training session or in off ice workouts or anything. It doesn't affect anybody else. Like no one really, the coaches like harp on it and care, but like they in the end, it doesn't affect them.
Yeah.
They don't really. Like, it's not hurting them. It might hurt your team, but you're only hurting yourself and your own future and your own career. So just again, biggest thing I should say is perfect practice makes perfect.
Yeah, that's huge. Every rep matters, every shot matters. Like you just gotta have that mindset,
Yeah,
just dig in, like, and you're gonna get better with every shot. Like don't go through the motions. Have like goals in mind every single skate
yeah,
and get better with that.
yeah. Basically that and a short memory. But yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. But Corey, thank you again for coming on the show.
Yeah.
I really
Thank you
appreciate
for
your
having me.
time and wish you the best of luck with the Deseronto this season.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.